Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back. Wow, we've heard some really great stories so far, and just such great information about how this business truly can change your life if you let it. It's so inspiring. As much as I hear them, I continue to just love them. So I'm gonna wait just to make sure that I'm on and that somebody can see me. So if you're on, comment so I know that this is working. This is like that awkward, hi, I'm live, but nobody else is. So I'm just gonna wait and just see if somebody's there. There's Nick, hi Nick. Okay, so we're just gonna get started because I know it's working now. So my name is Lydia Juscu. I've been coaching for about 9 months now, and what a blessing it has been. And I'm kind of here to talk to you today a little bit about the myths, the things that are constantly at the forefront of your mind saying what if, and the negative, the doubts, all that sort of stuff. Because I was so that girl. I was the skeptic of all skeptics. To give you a little bit of background about how I got into coaching, I used to be a teacher, and now I stay at home with our 2 kids. Right before I had kind of started finding out about Beachbody and stuff like that, my husband decided we decided that my husband would go to school to get his MBA. And that was in the same month that I saw Micah's first post. I have, to this day, no idea how it showed up, because we had no mutual friends, we weren't friends, and it was almost like it showed up in my feed for a reason, and I'm a big believer in that. So anyways, it showed up and I was like, oh cool, she looks great, like she's awesome, and she's pregnant, how cute is that, and she's working out, and it was neat, and I had a little bit of envy for a little bit. Life moved on, we continued to kind of go forward with my husband's MBA schooling and stuff, and then her post would continue to show up in my feed, and I'd be like, what is going on? How is this even happening? Like, we have no connection. Little did I know that we didn't end up having a connection, but we've made a connection that I can't even imagine my life without. So I'm sitting there one night, and we all know, like, when we made the choice that I would stay home with our kids, it was like full out mom mode. And for those of you who know, you get put on the back burner. Like, I thought that being the best mom meant that I was completely present for everyone at every minute of every day, and everybody else needed to be taken care of, and if there was time left over, that I could use that for myself. Well, let's be real, that doesn't happen. There's no time left over for you to take care of yourself unless you make it a priority, you know? But it wasn't a priority, and I didn't think it was supposed to be, because I was supposed to be mom and wife and support my husband when he goes to school, and I wasn't supposed to do something for myself, especially at this time in our life, because the timing was not good. Like, there are long nights and many hours, and I knew my husband wasn't going to be present a lot for that. How am I going to build a business if I don't have any support, you know? So one night I'm laying in bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and dude, you don't have to cry to be woo. I'm laying in bed, and I just remember feeling like empty. Okay, you really don't need to be able to cry in order to be part of this team, and I'm so not a crier. But I remember laying there and just feeling like, almost like empty. And I felt so guilty about that, because I still am so incredibly fortunate to be able to stay home with my kids. And I love every single minute of that. So I felt super guilty for feeling that way. But I felt unfulfilled. And being a teacher, like, my happy cup was constantly being filled. Like, I was helping kids, and kids loved coming to my class, and I constantly had that, like, reassurance that I was making a difference and I was helping people. And so I laid in bed that night, and I was just torn. I was like done. I was like, I need something more, you know? And so again, I just was kind of laying in bed there, and I just get on Facebook. I swear Micah's posts came into my life, like, they would randomly come at moments that it was just weird. It was weird. I get on, the first post I see is her want to be a fit mom for a job. And I remember thinking, well, yeah, who doesn't? Like, that's not reality though, you know? And so I looked at it a little more, and then I just was sitting there thinking, what do I have to lose? Like, why not just reach out to her? She seems pretty cool, whatever. So I sent a message. We started talking for a little bit, and I remember feeling so ready and so excited, and I almost felt like that instant like fulfillment, like, wow, this is awesome. Then our conversation ended and reality set in. And I was like, whoa, okay, time out. You can't do this. You're a mom, you're a wife, you're a husband in school. No, this, okay. And then all the negative flooded in. All the doubts, all the questions, all the what ifs, I don't even go on social media. Like at the time I posted like once a month and it was a big deal. So I just remember things like, this isn't for me. This isn't going to work. So many weeks went by, like far too many weeks of me kind of being excited about nap time so that I could like lay on the couch because I just felt like drained. And so it went by more and more. And then I was like, okay, something's got to give here. Like nobody can do this for me. Nobody can make me feel happier. Nobody can make me feel fulfilled. And if I keep letting these fears get in my way, or I keep letting these excuses, oh my gosh, I was filled with so many excuses. Like I don't have you guys, I don't even need to list them because you guys know you have all the same excuses, I'm sure, and many more. And I was like, okay, those aren't going to get me anywhere. I'm not going to reach anything I want to do by that. And what do I have to lose? Like I get in shape and I get healthy and okay, cool. You know, that was kind of where I started. So I'm here to kind of tell you that all those things that you're feeling, all those doubts, all those what ifs, all those like, but what abouts, I'm here to tell you that those are all completely normal. Completely normal. Tons of people feel those. Everybody feels those. It's weird if you don't. And I'm also here to tell you that all of those are nothing compared to that decision to just dive in and go for it. Because if you constantly are living your life where you're fearful of things or being scared of the unknown, you're not going to get anywhere. You know, we grow by being uncomfortable. And I knew this was going to be something that was going to make me uncomfortable. So I touched a little bit on time. A lot of you have mentioned that having the time is a fear of yours, or being concerned that you can't put in the time. The really great thing about this is you can put in as much time as you want or as little time as you want. The great thing is you don't have to work 8 hours a day to build this business. The key thing with the whole myth about not having time is consistency. You have to be consistent. So decide how much time you want to put into your business. It can be an hour a day. I started by just doing an hour in the morning and an hour at night and just kind of connecting with people and stuff. And if you do that every day, you build a consistent business, but you have to be consistent. You can't spend one day pouring all this time in and then letting it go and not being present and not showing up and then coming back to it and thinking that, but I just put 10 hours in that day. That's not how it works. It's all about being consistent, which is great because you do it when it works for you. You can do this. There's lots of people who do this when they have a full-time job. And I'm not going to speak too much to that because I know Nick's going to cover that in the next video. But it happens and it's doable. And as long as you're consistent, that's going to grow you a consistent business. So that's the really neat thing is you can put in as much time or as little time as you want. Another thing that a bunch of people were saying is kind of a scary thing is not thinking that they have enough people to reach or not having enough people who are going to want to join them. And the cool thing about that is it's incredible the people you reconnect with when you put yourself out there and stuff because people learn more about you and your story is unique to everybody else. So you have your own story and you never know who that will touch. There's lots of people out there who need help. There's not one single person who can't get healthier. Even the healthiest person, you can always be getting healthier and stuff. So that fear is, you can throw that out the window because there's always going to be enough people who need help. And your story, you sharing your story is what's special to those specific people that you're targeting. Like I said, you're the only one that has that story. So they relate to you. The other thing is costing more than it makes. Being afraid that you're going to be putting more money in than you're actually getting out. And guys, you're investing in your health. Like you're investing in making yourself better. It's feeding you or it's getting you fit. So that initial investment is helping you no matter what. So you just work it into your grocery budget. You make sure that it works with your family and you plan for it because it needs to be a priority, because it's not some random thing. I mean, it's good, legit stuff and programs that are making you better. So you're investing in your health. There's no way around that. So not making it back, it just doesn't happen because you get healthier, and that's more than any money can buy. Being a salesperson, you don't have to be salesy at all. Quite the contrary, actually. You don't want to be salesy. This isn't about selling a product. You're sharing your journey and you're encouraging people to join you. And you're not posting on Facebook about, hey, challenge group going on, challenge pack for sale here. Like that's not what it's about. You genuinely are putting yourself out there so people want to join you. Not so they want to buy from you. And they don't even really buy from you anyways. So when you're being a product of the product, people are going to want to join you. You're not going to have to sell anything. You're going to be evidence that they want to be a part of it. So be the evidence, be a product of the product, and that part's taken care of for you. Okay, a big one, a really big one, and the one that probably got in my way the most. Feeling like you need to be at your absolute best goal weight, best physical body, feeling like you need to be somebody who can put yourself on a poster and say, here, come follow me, I look awesome. That was a huge fear of mine because I spent my life being in shape and being active. And once I had kids and I let mom mode set in, that all went away. And I was like, I can't put myself out there. Like, look at me right now. I've never looked like this. I need to focus on me. That's such a big thing. Like, I need to take care of me first. Guys, I'm here to tell you, if we constantly live our life living for the destination and sharing only the final product, guys, people miss out on the best parts of it. That's the journey. The journey is the best part. People want relatable. People want to feel like they can be a part of it. People don't want the end product. They don't relate to that. Relatable is the process, and that's where those golden nuggets are. And seriously, how dare us keep that part of it from people? That's what people are looking for. They don't want to. You don't want to be like, here, come look like me. You want to be like, here, come join me as we reach for these goals together. Togetherness is a huge thing, guys. You want to be relatable. Relatable is not doing it all and then talking about it. Relatable is doing it and encouraging people to join you. So I understand that. I get it. We all get it. It's hard. It's hard to be overweight and not feel great about yourself and then say, and I'm supposed to put myself out there. We get that. And I was so there. And I selfishly did for a while just focus on me. And I regret it so much because so much of my life changed in those couple weeks or that month that I kept to myself. That I could have changed so many lives. I could have related to so many people because now I see it. Those are the people that reach out to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was there, but I don't have anything to show for it because I kept it all to myself. Don't keep it to yourself. Be that light for somebody. Be brave. Be the brave one for everybody else who's feeling like you, because a ton of people are feeling the way you're feeling. So step outside your comfort zone. You don't grow unless you step outside your comfort zone. Be more than you even think you can be. Make yourself uncomfortable. Guys, uncomfortable is good. It's good to be uncomfortable. That's when you grow, okay? You can't keep it all to yourself and then wonder why nobody wants to join you when you're this months down the road, this perfect looking person or whatever. Nobody wants that. Be real, be relatable, and put yourself out there. That's the other thing, is putting yourself out there and being comfortable to do that. When you hear that all the time from us coaches, just put yourself out there, share your journey. Guys, I used to post like once a month on Facebook, and when Micah and I were talking, and she was like, yeah, I went through the training and it was suggesting you post 3 times a day. I was like, you're out of your mind. Like, I was so fearful of being that girl on Facebook, and I know there's at least one of you who's thinking, yeah, I'm afraid of being that girl. I'm afraid of what my friends will think. I'm afraid of all the negativity. And I just remember thinking, I can't do that. I post one picture a month and I get nervous that people are going to be like, dude, stop showing pictures of your kids. And so that was a huge, huge setback for me. But what I will tell you is when you're showing up daily and you are a positive light in somebody's newsfeed, they can't be negative about that. They can't discount that. It's when you sprinkle in different stuff. You're not posting a picture of yourself drinking your Shakeology every day. You're not posting a sweaty selfie every morning. You're sprinkling in life. You're not just posting about Beachbody. You're not bringing people along for this journey so that they can be Beachbody. You're bringing people along for this journey so that you can help change their lives. You can help show them what it means to step outside your comfort zone, to be confident, to do stuff that's uncomfortable. So when you're that positive life and you do it daily, first of all, it's amazing what it does for your own self-growth. Like, I only post on Facebook now and don't think anything of it. I'm like, but guys, I was there. I don't think anything of it now, but I was there 9 months ago when I was like, every time I posted, I was like, is this perfect? What are people gonna think? Is somebody gonna message me and be like, dude, stop showing up in my newsfeed? And you know what? You just get over it, because the people who don't wanna see it, they just don't look at it. And as long as you're not just posting Beachbody all the time, you can't help but want, I like go through other coaches' feeds just because I love hearing their stories and I love seeing their posts each day and everything. It's just motivational. So it's not like you have to do Beachbody posts every day. You do life posts. You bring people along for your life. And I know that's another fear too, is feeling like you're a private person and you're an introvert and putting yourself out there isn't something you do. But I'm really going to go back to the fact that when you're brave and uncomfortable, that's where growth happens. So that's that's something you're going to have to dig into. That's some gut check you're going to have to do, some mindset shift that you're going to have to do, that you're going to have to be uncomfortable. You're not going to grow. You're not going to accomplish big things in life if you don't just put yourself out there. When it is super uncomfortable, and we get that. We truly, truly, truly get that. We all had those fears starting out. But so all of these things, we could literally sit here for hours and discuss fears and doubts and negativity. I was there. I didn't have time. I was afraid of putting myself out there. I was certainly not physically looking how I wanted to look. I was afraid of rejection and negativity, and I didn't think I had enough people who'd want to join me. And I'm telling you that the only way that I got over all those things is realizing that I needed to get over my fears, because those were fears that were keeping me from being better. Those were fears that were keeping me from doing more. Those were fears that were keeping me from getting healthy. And those were fears that were keeping me from making a difference in somebody else's life, saving somebody else's life, like bringing them along for all this has to offer. So when I talked myself out of, I realized I could talk myself out of anything. I could keep questioning for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I could keep following Lydia's post and wishing and envying and everything. But then I realized I wasn't getting healthier. I wasn't getting stronger. I wasn't helping anybody on a daily basis. My happy cup wasn't being filled. As much as I love my kids and I love being home with them, I wasn't being intentional about growing as a person. And when I realized that I needed to get over that, and I needed to get over fears, and I needed to put it out there, that's when I grew. Like, guys, I am such a different person now than I was 9 months ago. I was that closed off person. I was that person who had every single one of these fears I just talked about to you, every single one of them. And I'm here to tell you that the biggest thing, we can talk about it for hours, the biggest thing is to come to the realization that things aren't supposed to be comfortable. Things aren't supposed to always have an end goal. And trust me, I get it, because I'm somebody who, I am a planner. I like to know what's going to happen. I like to know the end result. And guys, you're not getting that with this. You just have to dive in and and you fly on the way down. You jump and you fly. And if you don't jump, you're never gonna know what you can do when you fly. And I know that sounds like cliche and everything, but it's true. If you constantly just stay doing what you're doing, you're not gonna get anything more. We grow when we're uncomfortable. So the really neat thing about that too is those scary moments, those scary times when you're putting yourself out there. This team is amazing and so supportive. You're not alone. You're not fending for yourself here. We are all here to help you every step of the way. When you're feeling doubt, when you're feeling nervous, when you're wondering what you should say about something, we are all here every step of the way for you. The support on this team is insane. And it sounds so weird to say that, like, it still sounds weird to say that because you may barely know the coach who invited you to this group. I didn't know Micah. And now Micah is literally, seriously, one of my dear friends. I talk to her daily. Poor Micah, but I do. But it's true, like the support that is in this group, that is on this team is unbelievable. So all those fears that you have, you're not conquering them alone. But put yourself out there, be uncomfortable, be motivated to grow, and share your journey. So I'm so excited about this group. It's been so wonderful. Let me check to see if, yeah, this support when you put yourself out there in this group, I was just reading Jalen's thing. The support when you put yourself out there is pretty unbelievable. It really is. That's the part that, it's almost like you put yourself out there and your initial support comes from our team. It really does. And then you'll be amazed at how it just trickles down. I've never once had somebody say to me, stop posting on Facebook, or stop living your life, or stop growing, or stop being intentional, or stop being positive. Nobody's ever said that to me, okay? Quite the contrary, actually. You'll be amazed at the lives you touch when you just go for it. So I'm gonna stop here unless there's... I get nervous, but ladies at work have opened up to me and how I can help them. Guys, there's so many people that are looking to you for help. Be the brave one. They're so, oh, that's so true, Holly, because I didn't have any idea that I would touch some of the lives that I've touched. I had no clue that they were looking to help for me. It's so powerful. Oh, it's so amazing. Okay. I don't know if I missed anything else. Try being a guy posting selfies all the time, Nick. Okay. I think that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. Nick will be on later talking about how to do all this. That's why I didn't focus too much on the time aspect. He'll be talking about how to do this when you are super busy. So, guys, have a great day. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.